Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Black Series Shocktrooper. And it is another exclusive to Walmart, which I am not a fan of. I wish these figures will just get a full-on release everywhere instead of being a specific retailer, because it limits how many people could buy, and then yeah, I don't like that at all. I guess sometimes they, when they do exclusive, they could just release one single figure instead of having it attached to a wave. I could see that's the reasoning, but they could always just release figure by themselves. I mean, they don't have to attach to a wave. I mean, you have a stupid Hasbro Pulse website, you could just sell one figure. I don't know why they have to make it exclusive to certain retailer and then just make it impossible for people to buy them. But the figure I'm showing you guys again is Shocktrooper from the Bad Batch, and yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, and here we have the Shocktrooper outside the packaging, and it comes with two weapons, the blaster and the rifle, and that's it, nothing else. Helmet is, well, it's not meant to be removable, but it is removable if you work around it. But this is the newer body of the clone troopers. Here's a side view of him, and you can see there are no double jointed elbows anymore, and there's no pins sticking out. And then same with the knees, there are no double jointed knees anymore. And here's the back side of him. And if you were lucky enough to get more than one, then you could probably take some of the accessories off. I took the shoulder pauldron off, and you can see it is basically glued back here. They dab a little bit of glue back here, and then a little bit on the shoulder section around the straps, so it's easily removable if you so choose to, and there shouldn't be too much glue residuals attached to the figure itself, so it's quite good. And I was able to get the helmet to remove as well. With this one, they pretty much only apply glue to this section right here, a little bit over here, so I was able to pop the helmet off and get a very, very clean head underneath. Do I plan on painting this guy up? Not sure yet. I might, but once I did that, I don't think I could get the helmet back on, because I would have to paint the face, and then once you paint the face, you're painting the nose, and the helmet does rub against the nose quite easily, so if you end up painting this guy, you probably not gonna have him with the helmet on anymore. But oh my goodness, come on, focus. Let's see. Okay, and you could kind of see a little bit of the section right here on top here. That's where the glue was applied, and I don't think it was applied anywhere else. So I was able to remove this one quite easily. Oh, actually a little bit on the side as well, so yeah. But nothing on the top, not like the 501st or the regular Camino clones, where they apply a lot of glue on top, which ends up which you'll end up having to resculpt the hair a little bit in order to get them to look decent. But this one turned out great. I didn't have to do much at all, so yeah. Fantastic head sculpt too. I don't know why they didn't just mold it with tan color plastic instead of white. So once you pop the helmet back on, there you go, a regular Shocktrooper from episode 3. So as far as articulation, I mean, we all know what to expect. Ball joint here, ball joint base of the neck, and then shoulders, and the shoulder pad does get in the way a little bit. I don't think you can take it underneath, so you have to go over in order to get them to. Oh no, not really. Actually, yeah. yeah, it is a no the size. So normally you would be able to raise the arm quite high because the shoulder pad does move out of the way because it is a softer plastic, but I believe they attach a little bit of glue to both sides of the shoulder pad, so now it only allows me to move his arm up about that much because the shoulder pad's getting in the way now. There is a butterfly joint here, same on the other side. Single jointed elbow, but it could give you 90 degrees, no problem. And you don't want to push it too far because otherwise you might end up breaking the elbow pad strap there. So yeah, so it does rotate as well. And then the wrist, this one goes in and out like that. While this arm, let's see, this wrist goes up and down. Goes up and down like that. So yeah, that's the difference. And chest, good range, I mean decent enough. And then the legs, of course, ball joints, and then cut thigh right there, really nice. I always like these because they cut it right underneath the thigh armor, so it doesn't look ugly like some of these Iron Man figures where they cut right through the armor, so you could clearly see a line across right there. It breaks up the design. And then single jointed knees again, same with the elbows, and it does rotate a little bit right there. And again, be careful, you don't want to push it too far, otherwise you might end up breaking the strap for the knee pad as well. Hinge joint here, and it does pivot his feet left and right a little bit so he could stand firmly on the ground. So there you have it, Shocktrooper from the Bad Batch by Hasbro. And yeah, I am very impressed with these figures. I love them because Shocktroopers are my favorite because they are red. And yeah, paint job turned out great. Decals are okay. Even the bicep section, you can see sometimes these stripes would not lay perfectly onto each other because it is just one strip, so they have to wrap that whole thing around. Sometimes at the end there it will not line up perfectly, but the Shocktrooper turned out great. I believe I've seen one of them where it was poorly applied, but mine turned out great and I'm happy about that. So there you go. Thanks for watching.